Om Shri Gurubhyo. Respected friends, welcome, salutations. If we don't help ourselves, nobody's help can be helpful to us. If we can consciously help ourselves, many times helping ourselves becomes sufficient in achieving every goal, maybe a little of the push and help from the divine, from the gurus. But all begins when we help ourselves. So let us learn to help ourselves by learning the wisdom. Highest of the wisdom, the Upanishadic Brahma Vidya. Here we are to do our 7 sadhanas of Mangalacharana Shloka, Guru Parampara Shloka, Sankalpa, Upanishad Mantra Ucharana, Upanishad Adhyanam, Veda Parayanam, Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharanam, some learning for the betterment of the life. Happy to see your presence every day. Prayers that it continues again by our conscious choice. In this way, let us express our maturity every moment by doing the best. May Parabrahma Ishvara Jaganmata Devatagana Gurugana Shastragana always be kind, compassionate on us. May we be focusing on our Vyaktitva Vikas, Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta Gambhira, Samskrita Bhasha Gnata, Vyakarana Sahita, Guru Upasakaha, Dayopasakaha, Manana Karta, Chintana Karta, Nidhyasana Karta, Anubhavi, Anubhavanishthita, Adhyatmika Pracharaka. May these 21 Vyaktitvas be day in and day out blossom in us. May we revel only in this field, may we not go elsewhere, which is futile. Let us start with our Mangalacharana Shloka, Sankalpa Adi. Be fully present and attentive and deeply sincere. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo, Vamsharishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya. Om Yairime Gurubihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanadaha Vyakyataha Sarva Vedantaha Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalam Spatikakritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe. Om Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhirbhavatu Me Sada. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Viditanamaya Vishadaika Kala Nacha Kinchana Kanchanamasti Guru Drutameva Videhi Krupam Sahajam भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। छान्दोग्योपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। सङ्कल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्यसाधनानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्तऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवतादर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्न शाश्वतसमूलनिर्मूलपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसदिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नमध्ये सामवेदान्तर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषदः श्री आद्यशंकर भाष्य सहित अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम तत्सत्परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ सामवेदांतर्गत छान्दोग्य उपनिषद पूज्य श्री आद्यशंकर भगवत्पाद विरचित मंगलाचरण श्लोकः। ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्री देशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने। ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्री देशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने। ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्री देशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने। The meaning of such mantras has to be so much felt and practiced that it becomes one with us. It becomes our first nature. Then it will help us. Take up the mantra so deeply, feeling the meaning of the mantra while chanting. That itself is fulfillment. There we can really see, if we are so deep in that Bhava Yukta Ucharana, that the Guru Krupa, the Ishvara Krupa is so conspicuously felt and experienced. Already existing Krupa you can experience it, and the arrival of the newer grace for higher unfoldments we can very clearly see. That's why the Prarthana mantras that are given to us by our Rishis Guru, Shankara Bhagavan, though Advaita Vedantin, while commenting on every of the Upanishad, he gives this Mangalacharana Shloka. Now, equally important, beautiful is the Upanishadic Shanti Mantra also. Om Atha Prathamodhyayah Prathamah Khandaha Shanti Mantraha. Again 3 times. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Pranaschakshushrottram Atho Balamindriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarot Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam me astu Tadatmani Nirateye Upanishadsu Dharmaha Temai Santu Om Shanti 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 Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Pranaha Chakshuh Shrotram Atho Balam Indriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam, Mama Brahma Nirakarot, Anirakaranamastu Nirakaranam me astu, Tadatmani Nirate, Ye Upanishadsu Dharmaha, Te Mai Santu, Te Mai Santu, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Whole universe runs with the Sankalpa. When the Sankalpa is Valiyan or Balavan, all devatas, even devatas also have to avoid by it. They have no choice. Devatas are meant to fulfill the deep, sincere sankalpa of the Manushas, whether good or bad, positive or negative. Especially an appointed class of devatas are there. Vichitra they are. So much Shakti they have. They are called as the Tathastu devatas. Shaktis. Any sankalpa we do, they keep on saying Tathastu and empower such person to succeed in that endeavor. The Desha becomes Anukula, the Kala becomes Anukula, the Samashti Jagat becomes Anukula as per our sankalpa, whether it is good or bad. Devatas become Anukula. And then this sankalpa itself sent into the universe even makes the Rishi Parampara also active and turn towards us. Then from within to all the sleeping Shaktis wake up for fulfillment of this sankalpa. Provided that sankalpa is so deeply done, so intensely done. This Shanti mantra of the beginning of the Upanishad is Sankalpa Yukta. In that Sankalpa, there is such a strongest of the, not the demand, very interesting, the language employed there is strongest command it is. In demand, there is ego is there is arrogance is there. I am important is there more than the project. In commanding, the project is important. So what is the project? That is Apyayantu Mama Angani. Here we are not ordering everyone. In ardent, deep sankalpa we are doing. When that's done from within also, the Shaktis are woken up to achieve this thing. Anga Apyayanam. And immediately, oh, somebody is saying Apyayantu Mama Angani. Entire Prakritika Shaktis also become cooperative only. Fulfilling this sankalpa. Apyayantu Mama Angani. Then the Devatas, Krupa, Karuna Shakti, the Rishis, the Tapas Shakti, somehow it just reaches that person. Keep doing sankalpa. Isn't it? That's why in our Hindu Sanatana Dharma, anything done, it is done spiritually. Anything spiritually done, it begins with sankalpa. Isn't it? Like Graha Pravesha you do. The sankalpa. In this house, all the Devatas should come. All the Rishi Muni should come. All the Lakshmi, Saraswati, Durga Mata come. All the Shakti Sampada come. So these are all sankalpa. Isn't it? When Aksharabhyasa is done, sankalpa is the beginning of study. Vidyarambam Karishyami, Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. The sankalpa and prarthana, starting from here, this person should become Vidyarthi and Jnani and serve the world. संकल्प ही पूरा विश्व है at totality level and individually also संकल्प. So Daivanugraha, Rishi Anugraha, Prakriti Anugraha, Sabya Samaja Anugraha, then the awakening of inner Shaktis, all will happen when we do Sankalpa. But the Sankalpa has to be very deep, very intense. And obviously it should be for the good positive things. And the goodest and positive, most highest is what we are doing in this mantra. It is the highest of the sankalpa one can do to invoke the tathastu from all the above said Shaktis and Devatas. So, with that background in mind, just deeply chant once more. Omapyayantu mamangani vak pranaha चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Like that, taking support of thousands of such mantras, we can intensely express our sankalpa. So strong that the sankalpa siddhi should happen. It's called as Satya Sankalpata, isn't it? That Sankalpa is the one which is bringing us to this satsang every day, making us sit for solid more than 1 hour, 15-20 minutes. In today's Kali Yuga, sitting for one non-entertaining program, non-bhoga program, a spiritual program, a Tattva Chintana program, sitting for 1.5 hours is impossible. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, bits and pieces and shorts only we want today. We cannot sit and listen elaborately. But the thing is, only for bits and pieces when you listen, it's only an entertainment. The mind is always in chanchalata. But when you take up one subject, deeply ponder over it, then the essence of it, the nectarine essence of it, both the understanding and convictions come to us. That is why we sit aramse and do our one by one sadhanas. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, coming to our great Chandogya Upanishad of Samaveda, before the beginning of first Adhyaya, first Khanda Dhyanam, the most important topic of Jnana Karma Samuchchaya Khandana, Bhagavan Shankara guiding us to grasp it. What is the matured grasping? Their fields are different. Therefore, they cannot go together. Although one of them is always endowed with it, second one. But that's not for the ultimate goal. Remember these two things? Through karma, so many other karma phalas can be gained. But don't aim at those karma phalas. Through karma, the Paramatma is not obtainable. Therefore, don't depend on the karma for Paramatma Prapti. But without karma done as karma yoga, the antakarana shuddhi required for the Paramatma Prapti as qualification will not come. Then, once you understand these things clearly, now sort out how to go about in our life regarding the karma. Right? Whether that karma is the present world's tempting, prompting karmas, whether they are the smruti yukta smartha karmas, whether they are the shruti yukta shrauta karmas. So yajna yaga are the shrauta karmas, kruchra chandrayana adi vrata are the smartha karmas, upasana adi everyone. Where I am a karta, where some karma is done, some karma phala comes out of it. All of that is karma kshetra. Alright? उसका जरूरत उसका limitation that intellect has to maturely understand and live accordingly. Spiritual sadhana life and general life also lived with such a clarity and awareness. I'm clear about and I'm aware about that clarity. Like anything which we do. Let us say you make a breakfast dish. You have the clarity as to how to make it, and you are aware of it. And a more clarity and more awareness, more perfect the dish is made. If the clarity is not there, or it is there but you are not aware, एक आध चीज मिस होता है या ज्यादा होता है, and the dish is spoiled. Life is our dish. For it to be beautiful, clarity as well as awareness to practice the clarity. Outer worldly life, here spiritual. The topic is position of karma, position of the jnana, clarity, awareness, deep awareness. And see, you are not missing even a moment's opportunity, nor even a moment we are committing any mistake or blunder to rectify which again we have to struggle. That is the completeness of life. May each one of us, Shrotas of this satsanga, reach to that stage. And with the clarity and with awareness and performing as per the awareness and clarity, there is a fulfillment every moment. मस्त रहता जीवन. That suffer itself is suhana, Hindi wala. We enjoy the journey. है ना? We suffer the journey because of not having the clarity, not having the awareness and non-application. Right? So all that we have seen yesterday, कि अधिगत सकल वेदार्थस्य कर्म विधानात् अद्वैत ज्ञानवतः अपि कर्म इति चेत. So you have studied Vedas thoroughly in Vedas. The bulky portion talks about karma, that also has a vidhanat. Therefore, Advaita Vijnanavatah Ajnanavatopi karma iti chet. The one who is pursuing the Advaita Jnana, for him also karma is compulsory. If I say so, this fellow, first only karma, he used to say. He never agreed to the knowledge. Slowly he started accepting the knowledge. In that also, always rejecting the Advaita knowledge. Now he has accepted at least, but still not able to leave what he is holding, the karma. Therefore, he says, okay, pursue the Advaita Jnanam, I understand you, but you also understand me, no? Let us do the karma also. Both are given in the Vedas only. So, Advaita Jnanavataha api karma iti chet. So, morning you do the Advaita Jnana class, and throughout the day you involve in the karma. Shruti Yukta karma, you are respecting Shruti only. What do you say so for that, sir? Na. What is na? Karma adhikruta vishayasya kartrubhoktradi jnanasya swabhavikasya sadeva saumya idamagrasit ekameva dvitiyam atma eva idagam sarvam iti anena upamarditatvat. Anena means with such sentences, Upashruti Mata has totally done the Upamardana, totally rejected, eliminated, discarded, destroyed, thrown away. What? Karma adhikruta vikshayasya. Everything related to the karma. Example, kartru bhoktradi jnanasya. है ना? स्वाभाविकस्य. It only swabhava, not swarupa. So, see that, listen carefully this sentence. What is meant by Shankara is very sublime. कि कर्म अधिकृत विषयस्य कर्तृभोक्त्रादि, यहाँ तक तो समझ. All the topics which relate or which involve the karma. Karma अधिकृत विषय means कर्म के संबंधित सारे विषय. Like what? कर्तृभोक्त्रादि. कर्तृत्व भोक्तृत्व. In between the karma and karma phala anticipation. ये सारा क्या है? ज्ञानस्य. These are all jnana. Jnana means your own thoughts inside. All these thoughtful things related to karma, all of them, by this most powerful Vedantic sentences that there is ekameva dvayam brahma, purna brahma, atma eva idagam sarvam, through the knowledge of these sentences or through this knowledge revealed through these sentences, all the above things are rejected only. They are only kalpana matra. They are only you give reality value to them, then they seem to appear, seem to exist. So in Brahman, so what is the sentence meaning if we put in our language? In Brahman, is the karta possible? No. In Brahman, the vastus are there? No. Therefore, in Brahman, is the karma possible? No. Then is there any karma phala existing? No. Then can there be bhoktrutva bhava? No. So that is the meaning of through these sentences, the karma sambandhi, everything is upamarditatvat. Their existence itself is eliminated. But I am going through, na? You are right. You are going through. They are not there. You are living such life from millions of lives. Therefore, it appearing as if it is there. It is appearing as if it is real. It is appearing as if it is necessary. And it is appearing that without that I cannot live. देखो, without that I cannot live. Then we become slave to that. And the total setup of karma, giving any karma phala, is not the giver of Atyantika Moksha, Ananta Ananda Prapti. It won't give. This is how an intellect, while deeply thinking becomes deeper. While subtly thinking becomes subtler. Then in that subtle, deeper thinking and understanding, then it knows, oh, ho, 24 hours, what thoughts I am entertaining, what actions I am doing are only ego related, only delusion related, only the sankalpa related, only the vasana related. They are for my existence as well as for my being peaceful and blissful and happy. Not only they are not required, rather they are the causes of some disturbances. So this subtle understanding we have to awaken. When these sentences are pondered deeply, those understandings come to us. Idea is what our Upanishads say. First be the self, then become something to play. Don't forget the being in this chakra of becoming. The becoming is bhava samsara. Being is bhoho, the mukta. मुक्त अपने निज मुक्त स्वरूप को जान के you play the play. Don't play the play so much that you are bound by not realizing your liberated state. You are already that state. Missing that, you are just getting lost in the world. And this chaotic, confusing world, nothing but misery it gives. So therefore, karma adhikruta vishayasya kartru bhoktadi jnanasya, which is swabhavikasya, sadeka sad ekamevadvitiyam atma idagam sarvam iti anena upamarditatva. So Shastra, which you are quoting, in that through these sentences, total elimination of all aspects of karma is done in that pure self. Atma eva idam sarvam. Sadeva saumya idam agra asit ekameva advitiyam. That's the reality. Remember, in such reality, everything related to karma is truly impossible. And yet, you can imagine and make it appear possible, but the outcome is nothing but bondage. Choice is yours. That is the deepest meaning in this. Contemplate over it. Then, tasmat, therefore, very powerful conclusion. Avidya adi doshavataha eva. What is avidya adi? Avidya, then vasana, then kamana, then karma phala, then bhoktrutva. I want to have the bhoga. These are all the dosha shortcomings. They are all illusions. They are all ignorances. Starting from that avidya. So avidya adi doshavataha, of a person who has got all these dosha entertained by himself within himself, to such person alone, eva karmani vidhiyante. karmas are given as a vidhi vidhana. For what? Other than the avidya, to eliminate all the subsequent nonsenses. Then the avidya is eliminated by the vidya. So what is other than avidyas? Vasana. Therefore the karmas are done to eliminate vasana. Kamana. Karmas are done to eliminate the kamanas. Then the phalasakti. The karmas are done to drop the phalasakti. Then the bhoktrutva bhavana. Not necessary that we have to be the bhokta of the world to be happy. Which world bhoga we are doing in nidra to be happy so much? Think about it. So that way karmas done, subscribed or prescribed by the Shastras. For the elimination of the bhoktrutva, kartrutva, karmaphala sakti, and kamana and vasana, that becomes karma yoga. That has to be done. But once these non-positives are done, taken away, removed, only one villain remains, one enemy remains to be eliminated. That is avidya. That I don't know my essential self. Then know it, vidya. Right? Through the Tattvamasi Mahavakya Upadesha, what is Tattvamasi? It is only vidya. You are not this, you are that. Only in that deep, intense inquiry, which blazes like a fire, the samidha, oblations of the ignorance or ajnana gets burnt in that. That has to happen to us. We have to aim at that. So therefore, avidyadi doshavataha eva karmani vidhiyanti. Again in the two parts. One vidhiyante karma by the Shrutis for antakarana shuddhi. Then go for Brahma Vidya pursuit. The other is, he doesn't want Brahma Vidya, but he wants only the karma phalas of the world. Then Shruti Mata, as a Vidhi Vidhana says, so you are in that, at least this systematic way, you follow the karma, then you get the better results. है? So therefore, avidyadi doshavata eva, all the sat karmas, punya karmas, to get the urdhvaloka ityadi. For the avidyadi doshavata only, same karmas without phalasakti for antakarana shuddhi. Yet in the power of mind and maya, there is chance always for doing the negative karmas also. Shruti Mata rejected them. What Shruti Mata says? These karmas are possible to be done by you, but prohibited. Nishiddha. Don't do that. If you do them, the niyati works. What is niyati? Their result of naraka, dukkha, you will get. Evening Yoga Vasishta Maharaj. So too, these are the karmas. When you do positive, they are niyati, here world and hereafter. For both places, you are expected all sukha bhoga worldly come. But they are endful, that is a misery in it. Then is there anything endless, never misery, always blissful thing? The inner self. What is that? You realize it. Can you realize it straight away? No. Why? All the so far done doings have become the obstacles, impediments in me in the form of the impurities of antakarana. What is the impurity of antakarana? That by which we are always extrovert. That's the impurity. That by which always we are anatma drishti, always focused on the not self. All those are impurity in us. They are in the form of ignorance, avidya, delusions, moha, the vasanas, the desires, etc. So powerful they are. So to remove those things, you do the karma as karma yoga. Then pursue aham brahmasmi. Shravana, manana, nididhyasana, only of that. This is how we have to awaken to the reality and get rid of unreal. Where is the position of karma there? Only for Antakarana Shuddhi. Thereafter, drop it. Therefore, avidyadi doshavataha for the Antakarana Shuddhi, avidyadi doshavataha. If he is not aiming at spiritual goal, he is aiming at the outer worldly bhoga, to him the Shastra has given the karma as vidhan. Not for everyone, not compelling. These are the sentences. Though they are less in number compared to the karma prompting sentences of the Veda, still their garima is more, their power is more. याद रख लो शास्त्रों में एक बार भी that in Brahman there is no karta vokta possible एक बार भी कहा तो the other things that you do this yagna karma that karma lakhs of times even if they are told that is lesser valuable only. एक बार भी ये कह दिया तो बस बट बार बार आया शास्त्रों में सदैव सौम्य इदमग्र आसीद एकमेवाद्वयं ब्रह्म नेह नानास्ति किंचन ब्रह्मैवेदं सर्वम् आत्मैवेदं सर्वम्. All these sentences in their indicating about eternal presence of one without second reality, in that none of these things are actually existing. But not deeply accepting it, not deeply living it, superficially out of habit and ignorance, copying others, we are in living only in the projected life. And that power of projection is such that it makes the world appear gross also. You know, yesterday in Mandukya Upanishad as well as Yoga system, same topics we are seeing. Up to this much has happened. Ki तस्माद् अविद्यादि दोषवत एव कर्माणि विधीयन्ते न अद्वैत ज्ञानवतः. Not for the one who wants to have the Advaita Jnana for moksha. For him, karma tyaga only is recommended. Atayeva vakshati. Atayeva hi vakshati. Verily, with this very Upanishads, categorically says, what? Sarve ete punya lokaha bhavanti. Are bhai, infinite number of satkarmas, yajna karmas, upasana karmas are there. All of them will take you to punya lokaha. The different punya lokas. Infinite are the punya lokas. Permutations, combinations. If you want to have an idea of them, punya loka, you just visualize the earth itself in its totality. How many types of variety of jivas are there? And enjoying the life. Seeing that only we get tempted, no? But they are all endful. Death is inevitable there. And diminishing value of all this is there. And they are earned through karma. If you want again, you have to pay again. Isn't it? In this world of human beings itself, you can see. People are flying in their own private chartered aircrafts. The other side, people don't even have a cycle for themselves. See the bhoga, that's called punya loka. समझने के लिए posthumously to what punya lokas we go, an example to understand, to have an idea, examples of the earth. And somebody lavish lunch, 30-40 items of all choices. The other side, a fellow doesn't have even do roti, isn't it? Somebody has such a luxurious house with so many rooms, bedrooms, furnishings, facilities, whatnot. Other fellow thatched roof, every rain it leaks, etc. Don't you see in this world the people? In a punya loka they are all called. Then in the other worldly bhogas are much more higher quality than this. But that rich man is becoming old or not, the one who was flying in that aircraft, is he getting the diseases or not? Is he dying or not? Batao. So with all the punya done, whatever sukha bhoga come, neither they are permanent nor they can eliminate these samasyas. Because inherently they have those things. Therefore, Sarve ete punya lokaha bhavanti. Clear? They are all punya lokas. Different Swargadi Varnana ityadi. They are all there at the projected level. Absolute reality means nothing is there. If you want to go for them, you go. But they won't sort out your own psychological aberrations, your own ego problems, your own permanent happinesses, your dependencies. Don't imagine that because somebody has material things lot that they are fully happy. अरे यार होते किस्सा ही है. As we said, if the wealth is lost, nothing is lost, health is lost, something is lost, they suffer health. They may consult so many doctors, but they suffer with diseases which cannot be eliminated. They suffer their own mind's negativities of jealousies, of the lust and passions, greeds. They suffer the mutual misunderstandings. Every day the wife husband fighting. They go for divorce. तीन बार चार बार शादी कर रहे. Don't look at it very superficial level. Imagine those jivas, what amount of dukkha they must be going through within them at time of every divorce that is happening, every bereavement that is happening, every separation that is happening. Those two also are not always successful. You know, 10 crorepati hai, no doubt. From us, we see that he is happy. We feel no. In one of the investment, if he loses 50 lakh, his dukkha is so much which you can't see. हम कहते हैं उनको अरे 9.5 करोड़ है ना why are you crying? You may say that, but his mind will become miserable only for the other thing. ये बात है उसमें. Even in the Punya Lokas, the materialistic things will be there. Upadhis will be better. But still there can be problems. See the problem of Indradi Devata, always afraid which Rakshasa will attack me. And he is jealous of anybody who is doing tapasya. Now, is it worthy then? Everywhere you see, nothing is sacred in this world other than the sacred reality. In the so-called sacred fields of spirituality also, there is competition between Mahatmas. अरे यार यहाँ तक हद 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 के पार हो जाते हैं हद. Guru Shishya compete with each other. The Guru is afraid that this Shishya is becoming more famous than me. Where is samsara not in this karma kshetra? Batao. He is jealous of his own disciple. And the disciple himself, he is not come. वही गुरु जिन्होंने ब्रह्म विद्या पाया, he is again jealous of Guru and he has an eye on the Guru का आसन या Guru का आश्रम. A Guru old हो जाए, मर जाए, and he should give it to me, not to somebody else. Yeah, this world is so terrible. ये सब कर्म क्षेत्र. Why? The pure Brahma Jnana is not gained. The one who gains the Brahma Jnana, these are all mithya. He will never involve in them. There is no such suffering at all. He is in the bliss. We told you this sentence 2 days back. Remember, in the world we can have everything, but not the bliss or freedom or moksha. In spirituality, we will have nothing of this world but the moksha and happiness. Think about it. Nothing but liberation and bliss in spirituality. In the world, everything but liberation and bliss. What do you want? Mukti and Anand चाहिए कि बंधन और दुख with all the material. That choice is called intellectual maturity. Isn't it? The deep intellect, sublime intellect inquires in that way. Then it chooses what is to be chosen. It's again the choice and sankalpa and working for it. So sarve ete kshaye loka bhavanti. And contrast to that, कि ब्रह्म संस्थः अमृतत्वमेति है ना. सरे सर्वे एते पुण्यलोकाः भवन्ति and their पुण्यलोकाः in brackets क्षयलोकाः. They are all perishable. ब्रह्म संस्थः अमृतत्वमेति. The one who realizes the sarva vyapaka sarvadhisthana sadvastu brahman, he is immortal. Amrutat. Amrutatva means mruti is not there. Mruti is not there means jara roga are not there. Jara roga are not there means vikara are not there. Vikara are not there, means Janma is not there. So Janma, Jara, Roga, Mruti, none of them are there. Therefore, no transmigrations. Therefore, no conditioned conveniences or happinesses. Isn't it? All are conditional happinesses. Conditions apply. Brahma samstaha amritatvameti. The one who establishes himself in Brahman, Brahma samstaha amritatvameti, he is in that bliss that I am mruti rahit. है ना? ये तो मृति वाली बात शास्त्रों में हजार बार आता क्यों? As we just now said, when a person has so many richnesses and wealth and names and fames, neither they can avoid the mrityu, nor they can avoid the fear and dukkha of the mrityu. In Hindi, if you say, इतना पाकर एक दिन मरना ही है, क्या फायदा फिर इन सब का जो उस मरण को टाल नहीं सकता? Think about that powerful sentence. In other words, all these punya lokas mruta swarupa. Only Brahma samsthiti amrita swarupa. And it is infinite too, and it is blissful too, and it is unconditional. Aha. Reach to that eternal reality. Desire it, seek the eternal. Write this sentence. Seek the eternal, not the ephemeral. Seek the amrita, not the mrita. Other than Brahman, everything is kalpita, mithya, therefore mruta. Brahman is not kalpita, it is satya, it is amrita. And that amrita Brahma Vastu, how to obtain it, how to realize it, which is already we are, every Upanishad subject is that one. सारे उपनिषद हमारे अमृत ब्रह्म स्वरूप आत्म स्वरूप को बताने के लिए ही, to guide us towards that. Nobody can reach us to the Brahma Sthiti, we have to reach. The Guru and Shastras guide what to do to reach to that. And what is to be done? Stop all the doing, just to be the self. In their deep recesses of meditational subtlety. Now, having said this much, a very exhaustive, beautiful, most essential information given to us, which, if we have thoroughly studied, definitely adds to our matured understanding. Position of karma in the Paramatma Prapti Mukti Marga. समुच्चय का संभावना नहीं है. So, heart in heart, if one understands the Bhashya up to this, heart in heart, what is his feeling? Let me reject and eject out of all this karma kshetra. Let me enter into the Brahma kshetra. That will be his inner want. If one understand this portion thoroughly. And that Dardubara Hindi Nagma, but you can understand it in the most positive way. In that only. What is that? मुझे तुमसे कुछ भी न चाहिए, मुझे मेरे हाल पे छोड़ दो. Isn't it? ओ प्रकृति, ओ वर्ल्ड, ओ उपाधिस, मुझे तुमसे कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए. मुझे मेरे हाल पे. व्हाट इज माई हाल? खुशहाल. यू आर ब्रह्मन. यू आर reality. Seek that if this bhasha is understood thoroughly, unbiased way, not misguided by the mind which pollutes our intellection, not distracted by the senses. चलो ठीक है, बाद में सुनते वेदांत, पहले चल मजा करते. So keeping those senses and mind influences apart, intellectually the one who has contemplated deeply and understood this one, his only pursuit would be, let me get out of the karma and karma giving results of the worldliness, the Amrita Swarupa Punya Lokadi, let me have the Amrita Brahma. To such person only the Upanishadic Jnana is valid. Upanishad will not give you Punya Lokas. It is here to teach us Brahma Vidya. And you are not interested in the Brahma Vidya, why will you be regular to Upanishad? You will be regular to the other million things that million people are teaching and guiding you. How to invest money to double it in next 3 years. There are thousands of things are there. Thousands, lakh or million. Everybody is a guru nowadays. Which puja to do to get which devatas anugraha for what protection and what wealth. outer things, isn't it? We also do our Vedic chanting for the protection, but all of them are for us because we want to grow inner spiritually. For that, we need protection. We are not asking protection that we want to continue as a bhogi or a samsari or the pursuer of the Dvaita Jagat. No, we are very clear. Even though we are in sadhana, we need protection, empowerment. Therefore, we seek. There is a difference between the people who do the upasana to the Lord for the arthakama prapti, the ones who do the upasana of the Lord for anugraha so that the moksha is obtained. We have very clear understanding. We have no doubt at all. We do the thing same as they do, in the way same as they do. But the purposes are different. For them, the outer bhoga and antakarana shuddhi and continuous wheeling of the self. For us, not the outer bhoga, we do the all karmas for inner shuddhi so that the wheel means the curtain on Paramatma goes away, we realize it. Hai. See, the Gita shloka, I'll tell you both ways. First, the not existing negative thing, then the existing positive. What is not existing negative is what? Bhoginaha karma kurvanti sangam krutva atma ashuddhaye. Bhoginaha karma kurvanti sangam krutva atma ashuddhaye. Opposite? Yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. So yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. Bhoginah karma kurvanti sarvam sangam krutva atma ashuddhaye. Atma shuddhi don't expect, but it is a necessary byproduct. The heart becomes impure when you are bhogi. That's it. The moment you open the eye and look at the TV, the heart has become impure. The moment you have looked at an object, you have become impure. That's it. It's so sensitive it is. That's why avritta chakshuhu amritattvamincha. This is what is a beautiful thing. Please study once more, twice more, thrice more. Valuing every sentence, valuing every paragraph, valuing every thought that is conveyed. Okay? Mukti is there only in Parabrahma Prapti. And whatever we do the karma with that, the outer objects of the world are gained. We don't want that. Therefore, samuchchaya of the karma with jnana will not happen. In between, for some time, we do the karma for antakarna shuddhi. Thereafter, only jnana prapti. And people, some of us, blessed by the divine and our punya phala, many karmas have gone away from us. You know, we have, servants do so many things. And many things are done by the husband. He does only everything. You are free. जब तक आप क्लास से जाते हो वो खाना बना के रखा है lunch. You are so lucky, but we only involve in unwanted karmas. Instead of that, all facilities use karo, become deep and intense in study of Upanishad and the Manana Chintana, Nidhi Dhyasana, with commitment that before this body is left, I have to just get that jackpot. I have to crack that puzzle of who am I. ऐसे निश्चय से जो आगे बढ़ते हैं तो इसी जन्म में धन्य. इतना सुनकर भी है ना, the moment you go into the world, that enchanting world so quickly pulls us into itself that all these things we forget. That is again Mahamoha, Mahamaya. That's why in those days, Guru Kurume, the Shishya stays till he gets awakened, not giving chance by exposing to anything in the world and worldliness. परमात्मा मिलने तक आश्रम से बाहर नहीं निकलेंगे. जब मिल गए परमात्मा, वो परमात्मा को पकड़ कर ही निकलेंगे सबको बांटने के लिए. Isn't it? But we are in our own prarabdha, self-created imaginations, that again and again we discard Brahma Vidya and value the worldliness. थोड़ा ये सारे चीजों को भी समझना आवश्यक. Now comes the next portion. Prakarana Pratipadya Nirupanam. So in this Prakarana, what is the subject matter that is discussed, that is being explained and justified? So karma nisheda is done. And yet Upasana is taught in this Upanishad so exhaustively, that is why it is so bulky. In this Upanishad Vedanta part is very less. In the sixth chapter, the what do you call Tattvamasi Mahavakya Upadesha. In the seventh chapter, the Bhuma Vidya. In the eighth chapter, Dahara Vidya. They are the ones who talk about Brahmaryan. What about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters, Sadhyaya? They talk about Upasanas only. So why so many Upasanas are told? It has to be explained. And Upasanas are karmatmaka only. Again, that karma which you vehemently rejected, again you are so told to do in the very Upanishad. Like same topic going on Gita too. To obtain the jnana, if at all one obstruction is there, is karma. But Bhagavan is telling to Arjuna to do karma only. That was Arjuna's bewilderment, no? Paryakuli krutha Arjuna vacha. Isn't it? And the answer is what? One is clarity of the theory. Theory is Paramatma Prapti, only is the hetu for moksha. There is no other thing. But practically, to do that Paramatma Anveshana, we need the Shuddhi of the Avarantakarana. For that, karma is essential. Very many examples, then how many I can give? When your car is traveling in 5 gear, suddenly you can't take U-turn. धीरे धीरे 4 में 3 में 2 में आकर 1 में आकर इधर उधर देख के slowly you turn it and go. So too we are so much vigorous in the karma kshetra. Suddenly leaving it and sitting for meditation, you become mad. Therefore, that gear 5 say 4, 3, 2, 1. That is called as doing karma as karma yoga. And adding upasana also. This topic, which is going to be explained in so many chapters, Bhagavan is telling us, Shankara Bhagavan in his Sambandha, the relevance of it. Because he is a Bhashyakara. So he'll have to also tell us why Shruti Mata has told all of them. So that our attention attitude is pure. Finally, what it boils down to is, are we loving our Shastra or not? Are we committed for it or not? Do we have the Shraddha in it or not? Do we have any doubt? He creates that Shraddha Bhakti to us in Shastra so that effortlessly we come to that. Like if you have Shraddha for this class, has any doubt came any time? Daily aate ho, baithte ho, sunte ho. What a joyful evolution happening. But the ones who have some doubt about the speaker or about the way of speaking or the subject, they can never come to the class at all, nor can be regular. In some of us who are regular, there's no doubt at all about the Shruti Mata, about the Tattva Jnana, about the pravachanars going on. That's why there is joy. Such even one listener is there, for a speaker there is a fulfillment. There are 200 people, but everybody have questions, doubts, distractions, despair. It is a chaotic frustration to the speaker. Because those negative thoughts of the listeners will go on disturbing his mind. He knows. Here also Shankara Bhagavan's goal is to create that loving Shraddha, loveful Shraddha towards the pursuit of Brahma Vidya. Now, let us see. Tatra, we are taking up the new paragraph, little bit, 2 minutes. Tatra etasmin Advaita Vidya Prakarane. Okay. Etasmin Advaita Vidya Prakarane. What is the Prakarana? Advaita Vidya. What is the topic we are studying in Upanishad is Advaita Vidya. So in this topic and context of Advaita Vidya, एतस्मिन् अद्वैत विद्या तत्र एतस्मिन् अद्वैत विद्या प्रकरणे अभ्युदय साधनानि उपासनानि उच्यन्ते. So many upasanas are told. The main purpose of the upasanas in general is abhyudaya. This thing we explained, I think, 2.5, 3 years back in some of the contexts. That there are two things that a human being can do and achieve. One is called abhyudaya, second is nishreyasa. Again, in the abhyudaya, there are two things. One is here, second is hereafter. The here achievements are called aihika. means ihaloka sambandhi. The things that are achieved hereafter are called amushmika, beyond here. So aihika and amushmika is called abhyudaya, dono milakar, in which the good upadhis, good surroundings, good objects to enjoy, good people to help us, ये सारा इधर और उधर का सुख भोगों को ऐहिका आमुष्मिका अभ्युदय it is called materialistic prosperity. In Puja Gurudev's language, the standard of living. Standard of living is called abhyudaya. Standard of life is called as nishreyas, wherein the drishti is neither on the upadhis nor the vastus which give comforts to the upadhis. Then drishti is on the adhisthana, the sadvastu. That's called nishreyas. So, Bhagavan Shankara, in very categorical terms, says, yes, it's an Upanishad whose subject matter is Advaita Prakarana. That is Nishreyasa Prapti. Yet in this, Upasanas are told, which are the Abhyudaya Prapti Hetus. So, Tatra etasmin Advaita Vidya Prakarane Abhyudaya Sadhanani Upasanani Uchyante. Why? Why the Upasanas are told? है ना शंकर भगवान cannot talk against it कि श्रुति माता ने unnecessarily she has put the upasana prakarana or upasana kanda here. He cannot do. He'll have to justify only. He has to be loyal to the Shruti, no? He is come for that purpose. भाष्यकार का उद्देश्य वही है कि नहीं आप अपने जिस कंपनी में काम कर रहे हो as long as you are in that you cannot talk negative about it, no? There may be negatives in it, but you cannot. You have to cover up. That is a loyalty. So here also Shankar Bhagavan is loyal to Shruti Mata. Therefore, even though upasanas are also a part of karma and already karma he has rejected vehemently, therefore, technically, theoretically, the upasana also has to be rejected, but he doesn't do that because Shruti Mata has given the upasanas. Therefore, he'll have to find other way of explaining it so that our respect for the Upanishad continues. And definitely, the same Upanishad which rejects or Vedas which rejects uh, upasanas and karma kanda again propose them for us to do again for the शुद्धि of अंतःकरण. तो ये सब ना सुन सुनकर बुद्धि ओपन हो जाती है. हाँ okay, that is what I caught it. Finally, this is where I stand. This is what I have to do get for the purity. Once I am getting the inner purity, now I am pursuing only the Advaita Brahma. So tatra etasmin Advaita Vidya Prakarane Abhyudaya Sadhanani Upasanani Upanyasyante Uchyante. Why? First, Kaivalya Sannikrishta Falani cha. They are all Kaivalya Sannikrishta Falani. These Upasana Phalas are very close to Kaivalya Phala. Very close to the Kaivalya Phala. So much that if the Upasana is aimed at Kaivalya, Kaivalya itself will come. No need of Abhyudaya. So Kaivalya Pada Sannikrishta Phalani. Okay. One is that. Second, Cha Advaitad Ishat Vikruta Brahma Vishayani. Advaitad Ishat Vikruta Brahma Vishayani. So the Sahaja Brahma is Advaita Brahma. Then the Brahma Loka, where through Upasanas we reach is that Vikruta Brahma Phalani. है ना? One through the Upasanas, when he goes to the Brahma Loka, just one thing he asks Brahmadeva. Brahmadeva, ये सब मेरे को नहीं चाहिए. Just give me Brahma Vidya. बेटा बेटा, okay, तत्वमसि. हाँ, I have realized. इतना easy होता है वहाँ. So two reasons are told so far. One is Kaivalya Sannikrishta Phalani cha. Second is Advaitad Ishat Vikruta Brahma Vishayani. Okay. In that upasanas, what are the phalas that are aimed at? Manomayaha Prana Shariraha Ityadini. So Manomaya Prana Sharira Sambandhi Uttama Sthiti Gatis that we get through these upasanas. They are so near to, means these lokas which we reach to these upasanas are so close to Brahman. Means that person is such a highly refined because of upasanas. Thus, just he must say, I don't want the Dvaita, I want Advaita. इतना कह दें, उनको तुरंत मिल जाते हैं, वो बगल में है बस. Therefore, directly you cannot involve into the Advaita Tattva. Again, to take them to Advaita Tattva only, the Upasanas are told which have the Sannikrishta Phala like Advaita as well as Ishat Vikruta Brahma, what is it? Brahma Vishayani, Manomaya Prana Sharira Ityatini. Then Karma Samruddhi Phalani cha Karma Anga Sambandhini. Karma Samruddhi Phalani means what? Not like in ordinary karma. The Upasana karmas give more Samruddhi Phala. And the next one is what? Karma Anga Sambandhini. Definitely, when it is a Upasana, it has the karma in it to be done. Therefore, that karma which is rejected again has to be accepted. The rejection is theoretically to establish that only in the Brahma Prapti there is moksha. For that, all that explanation. But when it comes to practicality, as our hearts have to be purified, we have to do the karma and upasanas. Okay. So, rahasya samanya and samanyat manovrutti samanyacha. Yatha advaita jnanam manovrutti matram tata anyani api upasanani manovrutti rupani iti asti hi samanyam. कहा तर्हि अद्वैत ज्ञानस्य उपासनानां च विशेषः उच्यते. Therefore, lot of similarity between the upasana and karma, 3 or 4 points. Bhagavan Shankara keeps. After explaining it, the Purvapakshi asks, then what is the vilakshanata in the upasana and Advaita Jnana? He will explain that. Therefore, upasanas have to be done up to this level for this purpose. That's why the Shruti Mata has told so many of them. Then pursue the Brahman finally. And you can see that every upasana, whatever he gives in every of the chapter, in the beginning it appears that ye karo, ye milega, ye karo, ye milega. But he doesn't stop there. Finally, he takes to Brahma Vidya. Every upasana finally is taken towards the Brahma Vidya only. In this Upanishad, we can see that. Like in that seventh beautiful chapter of Narada Sanat Kumara Samvada. नारदा goes on asking, ये है क्या है, ये है, इससे बेटर है क्या है, इससे बेटर है क्या है, इससे बेटर है क्या है. Finally, when he comes, what is the thing? He says, ultimately, the sukha is the one which you have to pursue, nothing else. Then Narada asks, where is the sukham? What is the sukham? He says, yo vai bhoma tat sukham nalpe sukham asti. That which is infinite bhoma the Brahman, in that alone sukha, not in anything lesser than that. Therefore, bhoma iva sukham. Therefore, bhoma iva vijignyasitavyam. That Bhuma, the Brahman alone, has to be pursued. Hey Narada. Narada gets it. Wonderful, na? Even the Dahara Vidya wahi hota hai. And before Tattvamasi also, so many examples are given. Finally, you know, idagam sarvam tat satyam sa atma tattvamasi swetaketo. Finally, that is told. Okay. Remember, karmas are required in life, upasanas are required in life for refinements. They're so important at that level. That is why the Shruti Mata has included them. But finally, mukti giving time may only Brahma Vidya. Therefore, these things have to be respectfully with gratitude kept away. An intellect which has fully grown and matured clearly understands these things. And Advaita Vedanti also. He doesn't reject anything. So too, he doesn't get stuck up at anything also. He uses it and he grows higher and higher, moves ahead and ahead. So beautiful that Advaita Drishti, both of the Lakshya and Marga, all inclusive and every exclusive. सब है इसमें, बस सबका रिजेक्शन भी है. Wonderful, no? May all these understandings come to us and our intellects be filled with that fully matured knowledge, and actually let us live life like that and find our own fulfillment. So this topic of the Upasana and their Avashyakata, the difference between Upasana and Brahma Vidya, we will study tomorrow. So ज्ञान कर्म समुच्चय में कर्मवाद को हटाकर समुच्चय संभव नहीं है बताया. अब उपासना और कर्म का ज्ञान का कुछ हद तक जरूरत है. इट्स नॉट समुच्चय. Even upasana being a part of karma, later on that also has to be rejected. These are all theory. Once the theory is made about the goal and roadmap, then we travel from where we are. Ultimately, the journey starts from where we are. Don't forget this one. कुछ भी theory पढ़ो भाई, so journey तो आप जहाँ हो वहाँ से. So if I am caught up in my karma kanda, my karma phala shakti, all of that, then I have to find the ways to come out of it, work on them. Remaining tomorrow. Om 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 Om. Friends, pray for yourself, for me, and for all of us, that may we be fully, perfectly, thoroughly receiving all the guidance from this Upanishad with the grace of all the Rishi Parampara, Shruti Mata, and our Ishta Devata, and then we are without any doubt absolutely clear about all these things. And may we protect our bhakti, shraddha, our nirantarata of studying the Upanishads till things become clear. Pray for yourself before leaving the class itself. Pray to the Lord, etc. Thank you. Now we will do our 3 more sadhanas of Veda Parayanam. Krishna Vasudeva. Today in the Veda Parayana, Atharvana Veda, what is the thing you want to learn? 22nd or 3rd we have to do? Yes, 23rd Suktham or 22nd. Bhaisma. And this is again, what is it? Rishi Vasishtha and Rishi Atharva. To both of them, this Sukta is revealed. Devata is Indra and Raja. Kshatriya. Raja to Kshatriya hote na? Okay. Then for what? For us to have a very good king selected, and for the king to have all the protections and empowerments, and that king to be successful both in totally taking care of praja as well as in any of the yuddha if it is inevitable. राजा का युद्ध में जीत के लिए, राजा का समग्र अद्भुत परिपालना के लिए, राजा के सारे शक्तियों के लिए और सही राजा को पाने के लिए. It's all relevant to us, isn't it? Whenever such things come, we have to understand that they are the hints. They are only indications. They have so many things to understand in it. As we say again and again, at home, the Raja is the head of the family. In a company, the Raja is the boss. In a department, the departmental head is the boss. Zilla hai, so collector is Raja. So whoever is in the power or position, he should be empowered material-wise too, resources-wise too. He should be empowered wisdom-wise too. So that complementing the wisdom and resources, the Raja fulfills his duties as a Raja, because of which the Praja, all of us, are safe and happy. So too, when we get a chance to be the Raja wherever, we should also have all this clarity as to how to rule the kingdom which is given to us. And everybody is a Raja at one point or the other, in one occasion or the other. हर एक को मौका मिलता है. It may for less time or more time, but होते हैं सब लोग. Okay. Now, the first one is what? O Indra, please bless this Raja with the children, grandchildren, Vastu, Vahana, Ityadi. Let them be Samruddha to him. So to make him powerful then among all the human beings. And all the Shatrus, whoever that they think this Raja to be Shatru, may they become shrunk in their abilities, powers, and thoughts, etc. And then let all of them become subordinate to this king. I also, with my mantra Adi Shakti, uh, will evolve this Raja who is qualified even to the Lokapalaka's position. So to, O Raja, please fill this Raja, O Indra, bless this Raja with all the Ashwa, Goshala, Ityadi, which are required for the conduction of the Rajyam. May this Raja, whoever Shatrus that are there in the various villages in the kingdom, they must go away. May this Raja be the roof and crown of all the Kshatriyas. He is now coronated there. Let every of the enemies and all kingdoms be under his ruling power. Again, a good king, when he takes up all the kingdoms under his belt and rules them, it is good. है कि नहीं? एक रूल तो ये है कि good people are rare. Whenever they come, give them the power so that they can guide us. This is again is a big subject, can be elaborate. So to let this king be full of the richnesses and wealth. Let he be the lovable king by all the praja. So may this king be full of tejas and virtues. May shatrus of this Raja be totally eliminated. Okay. Again prayers to the Dviloka and Prithviloka. Oh Dviloka, Prithviloka. Give plenty of the sampada to this king of ours. Then best of the cows and etc. to give the best of the milk etc. So to may this Raja be loved by Indradeva, loved by all the cattle and everyone. So that everything is positive only. There is no negative. Good. So to Raja, grow yourself through your performance. Let the Indra be there in you, and empowered by the Indra Shakti, your Sainya always will eliminate the Shatrus. Never ever they'll lose the war. You, as one bull among all the cows in that way, among all the Shura Jana, you are Utkrishta. And you are the best of the kings. May Indra make you so. Also best of the human beings. I know. Wonderful, isn't it? In this way, may you become Sarva Utkrishta. May your Shatrus become Nikrishta. Then, whoever even having a thought also of something negative against you, may them be taken to the Adholoka and be a Indra Sakha you are, and taking away all the resources of the Shatrus. May you bless or take care of your Praja. Become the Simha Parakrami. Okay? With your Agnya only, everything should happen. Good things. Then, with the Shakti like that of Vyaghra, may none of your outer inner enemies touch you at all. So, in this way, be happy as a king, doing your duty of taking care of the country. Raja is Naranam Channaradipam, Paramatma himself in expression. Yaad rakho. Bhagavan says in this 10th chapter in Vibhutis, among human beings, I am the king. And under the king's kingship and leadership only, Prajaon ka every of the problems are avoided, requirements are taken care. More than these two, they are all guided towards dharma and moksha. हमें तो वो राजा चाहिए जो अर्थ काम जितना चाहिए उतना दिलाते हुए धर्म मोक्ष के प्रति गाइड करेंगे. Then the life is so beautiful, individual and total. These are the 7 mantras in this beautiful Suktham. We need a good Raja always. एक बार गलत राजा आ गया ना, सत्यानाश, again to repair the damage done by him, it will take sometimes generations only. I am doing here 3 mantras today, बाकी कल. Om Atha Rajavardhana Raja Samrakshana Rajaabhivrudhi Suktam Atharvana Vedantargata. Om Imamindra Vardhaya Kshatriyam. Om Imamindra Vardhaya Kshatriyam. Imam Visham Eka Vrusham Krunutvam. Imam Visham Eka Vrusham Krunutvam. निरमित्रान् क्षुह्यस्य सर्वांस्तान् निरमित्रान् अक्ष्णुह्न्यस्य सर्वांस्तान् रन्धयास्मा अहमुत्तरेषु रन्धयास्मा अहमुत्तरेषु ॐ इममिन्द्रवर्धय क्षत्रियं मे इमं विशाम् एकवृषं कृणुत्वं निरमित्रान् अक्ष्णुहि अस्य सर्वांस्तान् रन्धयास्मा अहमुत्तरेषु इममिन्द्रवर्धय क्षत्रियं मे इमं विशाम् एकवृषं कृणुत्वं निरमित्रान् अक्ष्णुहि अस्य सर्वांस्तान् रन्धयास्मा अहमुत्तरेषु सेकंड वन एमं भजग्रामे अश्वेषु गोषो एमं भजग्रामे अश्वेषु गोषो निष्टं भजयो अमित्रो अस्य निष्टं भजयो अमित्रो अस्य वर्ष्म क्षत्राणाम् अयमस्तु राजेन्द्र वर्ष्म क्षत्राणाम् अयमस्तु राजेन्द्र शत्रुं रन्धय सर्वमस्मै शत्रुं रन्धय सर्वमस्मै एवं भजग्रामे अश्वेषु गोषो निष्टं भजयो अमित्रो अस्य वर्ष्मक्षत्राणाम् अयमस्तु राजेन्द्र शत्रुं रन्धय सर्वमस्मै एवं भजग्रामे अश्वेषु गोषो निष्टं भजयो अमित्रो अस्य वर्ष्मक्षत्राणाम् अयमस्तु राजेन्द्र शत्रुं रन्धय सर्वम् अस्मै वन मोर अयमस्तु धनपतिर्धनानाम् अयमस्तु धनपतिर्धनानाम् अयं विशां विश्पतिरस्तु राजा अयं विशां विश्पतिरस्तु राजा अस्मिन्निन्द्रमहिवर्चांसि देहि अस्मिन्निन्द्रमहिवर्चांसि देहि अवर्चसं कृणुहि शत्रुमस्य अवर्चसं कृणुहि शत्रुमस्य अयमस्तु धनपतिर्धनानाम् अयं विशां विश्पतिरस्तु राजा अस्मिन्निन्द्रं महि वर्चांसि देहि अवर्चसं कृणुहि शत्रुमस्य अयमस्तु धनपतिर्धनानाम् अयं विशां विश्पतिरस्तु राजा अस्मिन्निन्द्रमहि वर्चांसि देहि अवर्चसं कृणुहि शत्रुमस्य three times, three mantras we done. Four more we will learn and chant this sukta three times tomorrow. Thank you. Now come to our last but one activity of mantra dhyanam. Krishna Vasudeva. Today, which is the Rishi we will remember? Out of hundreds and thousands of Rishis, some famous or less famous but important Rishis we are invoking. Almost every Rishi is the mantra drashta, mantra artha drashta. What is the mantra artha drashta? They got it, put it in precise words. What is to be gained? They have seen what is to be seen. They have known what is to be known. They are experiencing what is ultimate to be experienced. There is no doubt to them what is what. Wah, masta sthiti hai. Now we are in chaos and confusions. Very comfortably in the confusions. Very adjusted into the confusions. ठीक है? Like if we look into our own minds, with all the life we lived, what 50, 60, 70 saal, still there are no clarities, confusions. And wherever we have clarities and convictions, they are only wrong things. Either confused or wrongly convinced. विचित्र है हमारा जीवन और चल रहा है हर दिन. And then look at the people of the world. Just for example's sake. कौन क्यों कहाँ जा रहा है क्या कर रहा है क्या पाना है उसको everybody is blind and other blind fellow is guiding him. We are not exception, we are also blind, isn't it? The whole world is running like a mad crack, only finally to die, that's it. सब लोग मृत्यु को ही पाने के लिए सब कर रहे कुछ. When you from the Advaita Vedanta standpoint you look at the beings, बहुत sympathy लगता है. We feel so pity for them. We are also included in that. So the rishis have that vision. They guide us in that. So, Vidmahe, we know that Rishi is Sakshat Brahma Sarupa. Upasana of him will empower us to realize him, realize that Tattva. Dhimahi, therefore we do Upasana and meditate on him. Prachodayat, now ball is in his court, so we pray to him to bless us with Prachodayat. So that easily, effortlessly, without obstruction, we are walking that spiritual path. Lo, we have seen the destination. That's called Prachodana. Today's Rishi is Apastambha Rishi. Apastambha, his name is like that. Apastambha Rishi. Very, very, very famous. Okay. Like you have Manusmriti, Yagnavalkya Smriti, Ityadi. Equally powerful and very much valid and followed in Bharata Mata today is this Apastambha Smriti. The Bodhayana Smriti, Yagnavalkya Smriti, Parasharya Smriti, Manusmriti, Apastambha Smriti, they are all Sutta Smriti, equal valued they are all. In that, for the human being to be safe and to be evolving, what way the life has to be lived, all that knowledge is given. Ye Rishi wo hai Mahan. Okay? What few things we have to know about him is, uh, he is the one belonging to Krishna Yajurvediya Taittiriya Shakha. He is a great Vedavetta, belongs to that Brahmarshi Sampradaya. His job is Apastambha Rishis. All the Veda karmas he has given to us in the Sutra Rupa. So in that Apastambha Sutras, the Veda indicated karmas are Sutri Kruta. When they are Sutra Rupa, easy to remember, easy to understand. Okay, that great work he has done. He has done the streamlining of all the karmas that are told in the Vedas. Ved mein what is said is not non-streamlined. He put it in Sutra Rupa. So to his Paddhati of Apastambha Sutras guidance is very much adopted even now. So, Vedavyasa, Vaishampayana Maharshi, Taittiriya Shaka, Apastambha Maharshi. This is their Vamshavali and the connection. So, he has written all his sutras based on Taittiriya Samhita, Taittiriya Brahmana, Taittiriya Aranyaka. All are found in Krishna Yajurveda only. So, Sarvagna Samayaha Pramanam. So, in that Apastambha Dharma Sutras, such sutras come to us. What is that? The Sadgurus who are the knowers of Dharma and followers of Dharma, they are the Pramana for us to follow the Dharma. In this way, the Veda, Sadachara, Shishtachara, Satpurusha Vyavahara, they are the Adhara for our understanding about what is to be done called as Dharma. So this is how the Apastambha Rishi has given us the sutras. In the Puranas also, in some of the Puranas, he is given as Dharma Sutrakara. Then he is a Veda Karma Vetta. So Pramanika are his sutras. So what are the writings he has given? Apastambha Shrauta Sutram. In that Grantha, he has given the sutra form to these things. Agnishtoma, there's a yajna. Jyotishtoma, another yajna. Soma Yaga, Rajasuya Yaga, Ashwamedha Yaga. How to do all of them? In the Sutra Rupa, Apastambha Rishiji given based on the Shastra Veda only. It is not his own doing, like Patanjali. He only compiled all the Veda Marga, Yoga Marga that was available at that time and gave it in the Sutra Rupa. Whether it is Shandilyaji giving Bhakti Sutra or Naradji is giving Bhakti Sutra, there is Sutrikarana only of already existing eternal knowledge. Here also, these things about Karma Kanda, which are in Veda, he gave the Sutra form, but not a small work it is. Then Apastambha Gruhya Sutra. In that Gruhya Sutra, all the samskaras, what we study, that Shodasha samskara, how to do all of them, need of them, in that Gruhya Sutra Grantha, Apastambha Rishi has given us. Garbhadana, Pumsavana, Simanta, Jatakarma, Namakarana, Annaprashana, Chudakarma, Upanayana, Vivaha, Shraddha, all the karmas which we have in Shastras. As a Hindu, Sutra Rupa, he gave in that Gruhya Sutra named Grantha. There is an Apastambha Dharma Sutra also. In that also, so many topics he covered. Brahmacharya, Guru Seva, Grihastha Dharma, Sannyasa Dharma, Raja Dharma, the Prayashchittas, the Danadi and importance, then Ahara Niyama, Satyadi, Ahimsadi Sadguna, all of that he has explained in that Dharma Sutra Grantha. Then there is another thing, Shulba Sutram, written by him, the fourth of the thing. In that, the Yajna Ityadi, when you do, the measurements of all the things, what should be the size of the entire Yajnashala, how should be the size of the Yajna Kunda, and how variety of the kundas are made for the different offerings. So, the Chaturasra, Dirgha Chatusra, Vrittakara, and Trikonakara, the kundas are made for different yajnas and ahuti. He has given all of that in that Shulva Sutra Grantha. So in this way, Apastambha Rishi taught us the need of Vedadhyana, the need of Guru taken as the divine, then the ultimate truth alone, the Paramadharma, practice the Ahimsa, don't give up your Nityanushtanas, Yagnadana Tapa are the ones which give us Antakarana Shuddhi, Shaucha Dama, Daya, all these Yamanimas also are important. Life finally has to be Dharma Anusara. In this way, he is lived and guided the generations. So, Krishna Yajurveda Karma Kanda Vyavasthīkarana work he has done, Gruhya Karma Shastriya Karana he has done, Dharma Sutra he has given as a strong support, Shulva Sutra, through that he gave us the proper geometry of all the yajnas, etc. In this way, for so many Veda Shakas, he has become a guide. Many Veda Shakas follow Apastambha Krita, all these are rachanas. Okay, of such Maharshi, we will do the chanting. Simple. Om Kalpasutrakaraya Vidmahe Apastambhaya Dhimahi Tanno Maharshi Prachodayat. Or Kalpasutrakaraya Vidmahe. Then what he has done, the Karma Kanda स्थिरीकरणाय च धीमहि, बड़ा हो जाएगा ना. सिंपल वी सी, कल्प सूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि, वेद पोषकाय वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नः आपस्तंभ तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्. ओके, कल्पसूत्र कारकाय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्. These mantras you don't find anywhere. Huh? Right now, by Rishi's Kripa, they are just made and we are chanting. Let us do it. Om Apastambha Maharshe Namaha Paramatma Sarupani Namaha Dhyayami Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami चित्तचामरादीन समर्पयामि, समस्त शक्त्योपचार भक्त्योपचारादीन समर्पयामि, स्तोत्रेण मंत्रादिना जपादिना तोषयामि. ओम श्री आपस्तंभ महर्षे नमः. नमस्करोमि, तव चरणौ शरणागतोऽस्मि, प्रार्थयामि. मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि, परमात्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु. सनातन धर्मस्यापि भारतवर्षस्यापि वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः अपि बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारेण संरक्षणाभिवृद्धिं विश्वव्याप्तिं कुरु इति प्रार्थयामि. सो कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्. You do it through 3 times, you get an idea of it. Om Kalpasutrakaraya Vidmahe Veda Samrakshakaya Dhimahi Tanno Apastambha Maharshi Prachodayat. Om Kalpasutrakaraya Vidmahe Veda Samrakshakaya Dhimahi Tanno Apastambha Maharshi Prachodayat. Om Kalpasutrakaraya Vidmahe Veda Samrakshakaya Dhimahi तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्. ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम कल्पसूत्रकाराय विद्महे वेद संरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो आपस्तंभ महर्षि प्रचोदयात्। ओम आपस्तंभ महर्षे नमः। नमस्करोमि तव चरणौ शरणागतोऽस्मि प्रार्थयामि मम रक्षणम् आध्यात्मिक प्रचोदनानुभूतिम् अस्मिन् क्षणे देहि इति। तथा च भारतवर्षस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः अपि संरक्षणाभिवृद्धिं विश्वव्याप्तिं कुरु। ओम आपस्तंभ महर्षे नमः। 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 ओम आपस्तंभ महर्षये नमः. Done. The last one, the common sense thought. Just 2 minutes. A hint is given. Think about it. In Gita, Bhagavan Krishna says in the 4th chapter, what is it is? कि क्षिप्रम ही मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा. So मानुषे लोके कर्मजा सिद्धि क्षिप्रम भवति. मानुषे लोके, in the Manusya Loka, karmaja siddhi, success for the karmas, kshipram bhavati, quickly, immediately seen. Like you just put a sweet in your mouth, immediately the phala of it, the sukha, turant. Just you love someone, immediately he reciprocates. Kshipram siddhir bhavati. Positive. Negative also. You put your finger in a fire, कल परसों वो मुहूर्त दे के जलता नहीं हो, क्षिप्रम भवति. So to become angry with somebody, he will also become angry. Kshipram bhavati. Know this one. That in the Manushya Loka, phalas come, karma phalas come, quickly come. Then think for yourself. Enjoy life. How? By doing those karmas which give sat phala only. Be in that choice, be in that mood, be in that maturity, be in that understanding, be in the awareness of that understanding. That's the common sense thought today. Shipram hi manusheleke siddhir bhavati karmaja. Therefore, know for certain to do those things only which give us better results. So in this, again the three options always standard. The dushphala giving dushkarma, do as many as you want if you won't get kicked by the world. Do the satphala giving satkarma or do the moksha phala giving adhyatmika sadhana. Ab dekh lo. You and I, when we come to the class, for us, the life is meant only for spirituality. Therefore, take life more sincerely, seriously. Look into it, into your own life, myself in my life, and see what exactly is happening whole day. Try to hold it. Try to have command over it. In that also, main thing is what? Let us no more be in our own self-deceiving, self-cheating, suicidal way of lifestyle. Let's come out of it. How? Think to what things I am giving time, to what things I am giving value, to what things I am giving importance, to what things I am pouring out my energy, which are the things in which I have so much Shraddha, which are the things I am so much expressing my love for. Are they worthy? थिंक अबाउट इट. किस पे हमारा श्रद्धा है, किस पे हमारा प्रेम है, किसके प्रति हम समय दे रहे हैं, किसके लिए हम अपने पूरे शक्तियों को दे रहे हैं. थोड़ा सोचो. Then see if you really observe them, and with some unbiasedness definitely required, we will see that such a precious life of ours is wasted for undeserving, unworthy things, outer and inner. That foolishness, that immaturity, we have to rise above. There's no way. Anything you can talk, how many examples I can give? So many things. Some of them you may not like to listen, but you understand for yourself. Think. है ना? Like the amount of love we give for our nidra. Where do we give for our adhyatmika sadhana? The amount of shraddha we have in nidra. Do we have shraddha in our meditational sadhanas? The amount of preparations we make for the nidra. कहाँ करते हैं बाकी परमात्मा के लिए. So too, the amount of love and shraddha we give for the bhoga vastus. कितने प्यारा प्यारा दिमाग लगा के अपना लंच ब्रेकफास्ट डिनर बनाते हैं. Did we do such a प्यारा प्यारा upasana to the Lord? समझ रहे हैं ना? We have the ability of shraddha, ability of prema. So many intellection is there, intellectual ability. They're all gifts given to us by the Lord. He's not asking it to return or no taxes, no cost to be paid for them, freely given. But we are investing them in trivials, in non-essentials, which we can do away with. No, we don't need them, but usko time, isn't it? To the TV, how much time we give it? Is it worthy? Dekho. Itna shraddha, itna prema, and you're pouring your whole love and time for that? Is it worthy? Where do we give such Shraddha, Prema to our Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Itihasa, Shastras? Think about it. Again, so much Shraddha and Prema to the people of the world. Same we don't have for our Gurus, our Rishi Muni Parampara, our Devatas, Avatar. So in this way, we have to think for ourselves. कहाँ हम सारे चीजों को इन्वेस्ट कर रहे outside, in the mind also. Again, to same the things and the beings and the situations and our emotions towards them, worries towards them, anxieties towards them, excitements about them. Do we need so much to value them and suffer? Bhata? Don't we do so? How much anxious, worried we are about the things and situations and beings which are never in our control, never in our command, isn't it? इफ somebody says wife or husband, पिछले 40 साल से मैं बोल रही हूँ और बोल रहा हूँ स्वामी जी वो सुधर नहीं रहा और नहीं रही, इसका अर्थ 40 years they have wasted. They took unnecessarily seriously the other fellow. The intelligent wife, within 1 month she understands the husband. Then outside she gives all the due respect, value. Inside she knows how to protect ourselves. That is the wisdom. After all, in the world, nothing can be given value to at the cost of our own peace, isn't it? Our own quietness, calmness, our serenity. They are more precious things than anything or anyone. ये हमको पता ही नहीं है. either non-essentials or trivials or destructive things. Our whole time is gone for that. सो जितना वैल्यू निद्रा को देते हैं परमात्मा को नहीं देते, जितना वैल्यू भोग को देते हैं परमात्मा को नहीं, जितना वैल्यू लोगों को देते हैं परमात्मा को नहीं दे रहे हो. दिस मिस्टेक वी हैव टू रेक्टिफाई. First of all, we have to understand that that is a mistake and accept it. Because as a human being, I have greater and greater things to achieve. You cannot do all these things in other yoni. Even Devata yoni, also Bhoga yoni. There you cannot do your sadhana. Always be alert about whole day. This is one thing about where we are giving our time value, energy, life. Most importantly, our prema and shraddha. जरूरत नहीं है उतना प्रेम और श्रद्धा इस जगत में लुटाना. नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. थोड़ा कर दो बस, बाकी चलता रहता है ना. नो बडी इज परमानेंट, नो बडी इज वर्थी. Isn't it? Like the fan following is there. What a madness it is. He's another jiva, that's all. Some talent he has got. He's expressing it for his पेट संभालने के वास्ते. इतने बेवकूफ लोग उसको इतना पीछे पड़ते हैं. And that thing what he is doing because of which he is so famous, not a worthy thing also. But do you think people listen to it? They glue on to the things to be known about that person. है ना. द हेयर स्टाइल ऑफ दैट पर्सन, द जूते जो पहनता है, जो कपड़ा जो पहनता है वो. अरे भाई कितना चीजों में घटिया में फंस गए हम. इज इट नॉट? आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल हाउ वी आर मिसगाइडेड in so many things. We have to be wise. The outcome is this much. Important is only two things we say. What is it? Beautiful one. I like it. How much we have entered into the spirituality, how much the spirituality has entered into us. Only these two criteria. Baki sab non-essential. Like you enter into the river, accordingly, the river enters into you and gives the touch. पांव तक पांव लगा है उस नदी में, तो वहां तक पांव को नदी माता वो ठंडा ठंडा करके खुशी देती. Up to the waist level you enter, so you have that joy. टोटल डुबकी लगा के बाहर आओ, कल भी एक ग्लास. When you do that, the total joy the mother gives, river. Same way, our life should be. How much I have entered into spirituality? What is the test for it? How much spirituality has entered in me? उसका भी टेस्ट क्या है? Throughout the day, my actions, thoughts, plannings, worries, concerns, love and shraddha, only for our adhyatmika. How many shastras I have to study, how many things I have to understand, how many of the sadhanas I have to do for making myself qualified. अरे इस पे कोई कभी इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं बताया कभी. How careless, reckless, negligent we are about these sacred things. Particularly having born in Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma. To be born as a Manushya is great. In that Hindu धर्म में जन्म लेना बहुत great है. Because we have so many rishis and munis and shastras and avatars and paths of sadhana and the cultures and traditions. बार बार नहीं मिलता है मौका. Fact we are discussing here. It's not an emotional, sentimental thing only. Emotion, sentiments are added after the conviction. So यही है, कहाँ हम अपना प्यार दे रहे, कहाँ हम अपना श्रद्धा बता रहे, and where we are spending our time. Think about it. Life is yours. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. एक बात बुरा लगता है कह सकते हैं, परमिशन दे दो. बात यह है उम्र का ख्याल रखो, है ना. वैल्यू योर एल्डरली एज and whatever is dignified for that. Involve in those things. age also, our Sanatana Dharma birth also, Manusha Jivan also. थोड़ा उनका याद रख के to fulfill them, justify them, what to do, involve only in that. The other things are endless, millions they are, but they are non-essentials. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you.